Welcome, everyone, to episode 9 of our modded Grease's Ogre Kingdoms campaign. I'm Warhammer. Talking about what we did last time, we finished off Nurgle, who was kind of a little pain in the butt. But we have also done our quest battle for Greasus to get the Overtyrant's crown. So now we have both of his quest items, which is awesome. We also got a big chunk of experience and money. But Imric decided to be a little dick and declare war on us. He has 8 settlements. We haven't seen any of his armies yet, but I'm expecting it to be pretty difficult. We brought Greasus over because one of his big names is to win a battle against an army with a dragon, which Imric just so happens to have. So it can be a hard battle, though. We have our army has been pretty good up until this point, but I think against Imric we're gonna struggle. But we ended the last episode before we ended the turn, and we finished some of our leveling up for our characters. We got renowned and feared. I think with Greasus, we were trying to decide whether we wanted to actually go down and get snacks, get his personal line. With the Nobbler Paladin from the mod, it gives him a huge amount of HP. And snacks is a percentage heal, so that actually is probably going to be very good. We do have heals with Troll Guts for our Butcher of the Great Maw. Let's give Greasus some more armored leadership. That's going to make him super hard to kill, which is probably going to be important with Imric. Our Firebelly, we want to get Arcane Conduit sooner rather than later. Because we'd struggled... Well, actually, let's do meat reserves as an extra ingredient. So we've struggled to not cast spells, but have enough reserves built up and available ones of magic to where we can actually keep casting spells. Because like Troll Guts is a very expensive spell. It's like, what, 15, 16 ones of magic? With this guy, let's get Meat Cleaver. I want to get Troll Guts with him. Because eventually we were going to send this other butcher over to a different army. Because he only has Farter as his trait, while this guy has Discipline. So that's going to be really great. And it'd be nice to send another high-level caster over to another army. We are building our third army, finally. But for Greasus, we did keep control of Ruins End. We picked up our camp that was over here. But we should drop a camp somewhere that's going to be beneficial. We might drop it right here, and maybe a little bit... actually, probably right here, because that will let us benefit from sacking the Fortress of Vorag, Bitter Bay, and I don't remember what the name of that settlement right there is. Yeah, Arnoral's Tomb, okay. For Bragg, oh, he's finally hit level 12, awesome. So Headlopper gives him melee attack and cause terror, awesome. Gift of Carnage. Increases wound recovery time. That'll be nice against Imric. And it reduces enemy melee defense, which is great for fighting the High Elves because they have very high melee stats. Okay, this gives growth, control, and reduction of cost locally. We have immune to psychology from our Firebelly, but Dreaded Aura will be nice to remove immune to psychology. So for Imric and his other dragons that cause terror, this will let them be subject to terror and fear, which is nice. And Lone Wanderer, I don't really want that one right now because it's just heroic actions. I want to get Foreboding Executioner because that makes his attacks cause damage over time. Although, for one of his big names, we still need to have him assassinate a character. That'll give him Unbreakable, and we need to have him end the turn as the highest ranking character, which I completely forgot about for a while, so we could yeah, since he's already moved, he won't be able to join a new lord that I build there, so we'll kind of have to adjust with that. This ogre, we're going to take Flayed Rock. We're not currently at war with the Chaos Dwarves, but we do have some nice bounties to go after them. There's 2 for this settlement, which is to raise and sack or to capture and occupy. So we're going to sack it and then occupy it afterwards. But for our armies up here, We sent a fair bit of meat over, but I think for the most part we're going to wait till this upgrades to tier 5 before we spend the rest of our meat. But for the rest of the stuff, though, let's upgrade scrap towers and Knobbly Gorge. Knobbly Gorge is probably safer. How does Jiaming feel about us as well? Okay, pretty good. He's fighting the Dark Elves, which you might join that just so we can get the military access. That will keep bumping up our positive relations. Well, while we're at it, actually, let's look at diplomacy. We have not done that for a little bit. Gelt.
Wine of palest gold.
I would have to pay him almost 3,000. Get a trade agreement. I can just do a non-aggression pact. I'm not going to take the 110 gold because that'll give us a little bit more positive relations. Yeah, and yeah, I don't think we need to do anything with her. It looks like she's not doing very well though against the Skaven. But hopefully that war against the Dark Elves doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. But all right, for Grimtop. What do we already have here? We have a lot of landmarks, but we don't have a lot of other buildings. This is going to give us another butcher. We can get another fire belly, but we can get a bunch of fire bellies if we control the fire mouth. So let's do this one. This will allow us to get another hunter eventually. And Carrot Crackaton, let's do this to get another bruiser. Yeah, bruisers are really nice.
Do what I say. Bruiser. Trade lord. Tribe state.
Yep, Shattered Stone Bay. Alright. Even with a lot of these units recruiting, we should still make a fair amount of income. We are making a fair amount from trade, so we do... yeah, we should try to encounter some more factions and get some more trade partners. Oh, forgot to move the Bruiser. We are sending them, these two, to go join Greasus, since our first tyrant that's, or not our tyrant, our Bruiser that started with us, he got killed off in a really, really close battle against Kugath the first time, so kind of sad for that, but we have this guy named Drunk Bat, so he is definitely going to become a drunkard for the Bruiser career option, which we've almost got our first one. We're so close. Just at the edge. I think our Bruiser got to level 12 or 13 before he got killed off, and you unlock the Bruiser option. The Bruiser careers at 14. So we were that far away from the cusp of greatness. Yeah, what I'm going to do though, I'm going to recruit another tyrant here just to send Brad the Gutsman in. Let's get a paymaster though. We haven't done anything with a paymaster yet. Bragg, you're gonna go join him. See that big name. We still need to do an assassination with Bragg to get Unbreakable. That would be really good. Yeah, we can't make it to either settlement, so we're gonna try to get an ambush just in case. I don't think we're likely to. Yeah, we're really small success chance, but just in case they come down this way. This guy, however, he is going to lead the attack against Flayed Rock. I need to remember to sack and occupy this. In order to get both bounties, I need to sack first and then occupy after. But Flayed Rock, I don't think should be too bad. Okay, they're at war with Clan Rictus, which we've not discovered, but these ogres... do we plan on actually attacking these guys? I think we probably will. We'll probably attack them, so we'll just take the straight up money. But I started building this army because I didn't want to lose either of these settlements to a Chaos Dwarf army, because we spent a lot of money and there's landmarks here. So, but Flayed Rock, this shouldn't be too bad. Is it actually a siege battle? No, it's a field battle. Okay. Oh, let's fight this, because this will be our first opportunity to show off the Chaos Ogres. Alright guys, checking out our first battle against the Chaos Dwarves at Flayed Rock. I did not build it as a fortress, as a dark tower, so it is a field battle, but this is going to be our first look at the Chaos Ogres. So we got some regular Ogre Bulls right there, but here are the Chaos Ogres. You can see some mutations on them. And these guys are the dual weapon variant, so they're anti-infantry. But we also have, let's see if I can find them, our Nublar Forsaken fighters, and these guys have bows. So pretty cool to actually have some range units. Not bad either. They have 40 armor, pretty good leadership. But our tyrant getting ahead of everyone else, doesn't want to wait. That's part of the reason why he built them as a beat stick, just so he can go and beat up whatever he wants. We have our bruiser coming in, one of them at least, on his Mornfang. Along with these big charges by the ogres onto their hobgoblins and orc laborers. Firebelly and our third bruiser. We have a lot of bruisers in this army, picking off these hobgoblin cutthroats, but we do decide to pick off the hobgoblin wolf raiders with dismember, which slows them significantly. So that gives us the opportunity to catch them in melee with some ogre bulls and our blood vultures. But the hobgoblin archers across the battlefield still peppering our guys a little bit. But up on this flank, we are clumped up a little bit. Got some two things of hobgoblin archers just kind of peppering away, but our Noblar fighters with the bows coming in and get some shots off. And actually taking a look, oh, I would say there goes a Toothcracker for a big armor and missile resist area of effect on our units, so those archers are a little bit less effective. But if we actually take a look at the Chaos Ogre Brawlers, I'm curious how their stats compare to regular Ogre Bulls. So those guys are significantly higher experience, I believe. So they're going to have slightly better stats. But I don't know if there's anything special for these guys right away. We'll take a look at them closer in the recruitment menu. The army is almost completely crumbled. We have some Chaos Dwarves just barely holding on right here against our Tyrant and some Ogre Bulls. And very resilient. Same deal over here, but the rest of the army has gone. The guys finally break. And the Chaos Dwarf infantry finally breaks as well. Decisive victory. Yeah, looking at our guys, they didn't perform too bad. Took a few casualties, but mostly on our Nobblers. Lost a few Ogres. But nothing crazy. So let's sack it. That should be one bounty. And we need to occupy it. And that will be our second one. Ooh, well. Mornfang mount. That's that might be a combination of all the different mods together where it doesn't show the proper character. But yep, that bounty earned us 2,500 gold. Armor of Destiny, really, really great item. Part of the reason I wanted to do that. Diplomatic relations with Sons of the Mountain. We have control of the whole province now, and then the other one was also positive relations, but it also gave meat for this guy's army. It's not bad.
Tyrant of the tribe.
As far as his skills, I want to keep going until we get snacks, because that's a really, really nice buff for a tyrant, so they can heal in melee. Our bruiser, these guys we're going to save till we hit level 12, because they get really good skills at level 12. Over here, let's get piercing bolts. That armor piercing spell is going to be nice against the Chaos Dwarves. We are facing a lot of heavily armored infantry. And yeah, I think we're kind of doing that with all of our bruisers right now. But some of our guys did get, who got a big name? Gut Judlig, and you got one. What did you get? When in battle against an army containing 5 missile units, you got armor and missile resist. You probably got the same thing, I'm gonna guess. Yep. Okay. But we have full control of Nobler Country now. Flayed Rock. How close are we to rebellion? Okay, we should be okay. After this turn, the conquest penalty will go away. But we should repair Flayed Rock, just so that doesn't contribute more to that. But for building, we have 2 growth buildings already in the province. So let's just do more gold here. Then at Scrap Towers, since you're tier 2, let's go after this. We can get another Bruiser eventually. Haunted Forest. Okay, not getting a rebellion. Nice. I want to get the exotic animals, so we can actually, at tier 2 and 3, we can get some really, really nice monsters. I'd love to use a Thunder Tusk, because I actually haven't seen them in battles yet. When I did my Golgfang campaign, we ended the campaign before we got to that. But, okay, down here at Dreadrock, let's upgrade our ports. Actually, no, let's use our growth to upgrade Shattered Sun Bay. That way everything's at tier 3. And so the Butcher one at tier 3 reduces meat upkeep, which that's not a big issue for now. This one does corruption. This also provides research rate. I didn't notice that at first. Let's do that, because it takes a while to get through the Ogre tree. So that's nice that I actually noticed that. We can make use of it. Our Paymaster, let's do Route Marcher. I don't know how long I'm going to keep him. So while we have him, let's just do stuff that's going to help us out in the short term, like growth and corruption. We can always respec him later if we need to. But this army, yeah, we still have to watch out to see if Drazoth is around here. I believe it was Drazoth that was going up this way. I wasn't too scared of his army, but you never know. We should recruit some more units, though. Or did I just spend all that money? Let's cancel that one for now. Getting globally, what could we recruit? That's not super expensive. Blood Vultures are not bad. Yeah, they're pretty good against Chaos Dwarves, because they can run off all the weaker units. And maybe just some more Noblars. You get these guys, the Forsaken Noblar Warriors we haven't used yet. So what's the difference between these guys? I think they get... The fighters and the warriors get more armor. Let's do that. It'll be fun. We'll have a little bit of a Noblar theme. But meat-wise, we're just waiting, and we're going to drop another camp next turn over here. This should get us our big name. And our other bounties to go after the Demon Stump. We might get there eventually. With this army, we might take Valley of Horns. And he'll meet up with Brawler Guts as they push through to there. But we'll see what our bounties are over the next turn. Oh, we need to do our commandment. We don't have any corruption. Do need a little bit of growth still, so let's do that one. And I should swap over the provinces that have already hit max tier with all those settlements. I should switch it over to something else more useful, like local recruitment capacity or something. Okay, now we see one of Imeric's armies finally show up on the minimap. Let's see if we can click over and see what it is. Oh, right at the wrong time. Trade agreement. That's really good. So we're going to make 400 a turn from that. That's awesome. I don't know if that already includes the trade bonuses that Greases gets, though. But never going to deny a trade agreement with someone I'm not planning to go to war with, so. I wasn't really planning to go into Cathay very much with this campaign for us, because I thought it'd be more fun to kind of expand this area, especially into the Mountains of Morn. Alright, we can bring Brag out now. Let's get rid of this Paymaster. Alright, and we're going to drop a camp. If I drop a camp... Oh, let's look at our bounties first, actually, before I make up my mind. So this one was by Gelt to go after the Dark Elves. I'm not going to go there. This is to kill... I'm going to guess that's a Dark Elf character... Or not a Dark Elf, a Chaos Orb character. This one is the Demons. 5 turns is too far away to get there, so we're going to decline that one. This one we might be able to do, though. Oh, I should send Brag out. He'll be useful. Can you...
I cannot.
Let's try to get an assassination. You can't do it this turn, but that's okay. We're going to come and drop our camp. Hopefully it's close enough to have its aura affect that settlement. Okay, for our 2 options, they're both at tier 3. This guy is slightly higher rank, but I like the garrison here better, so let's do that one.
Tyrant of the tribe.
And yeah, so the other one was higher tier, but that's not a huge deal. Let's send some meat over to this camp, though. I want to keep enough meat for Greases to still have a heal from Gluttony. Or Meat Feast, I believe. Yeah. Gluttony is the one you can get from the camp. Because we're going to lose 18 a turn. It should just barely be over. Let's reduce our upkeep for local armies since Greases is... is a pretty expensive army. Camp Pot, this also will affect casualty replenishment and it gives Gluttony, which is a heal. So that'll be really useful against Imric. This one only affects the camp, so I'm not going to do that one, and then our only option is the Nobbler one, so we're going to wait on that one. But just in case Imric is around here, and because this army is already right there, I'm going to try to set an ambush. Let's make room for these bruisers, though. If you're playing against the player, they would obviously see you set up the ambush by merging heroes into it, but they don't know that. So let's... What do we have in the army? Some Nobblers are good just to be meat shields. But we have plenty of Ogres, too. Let's get rid of these normal Ogre wolves. Ruins End. Pigbarter's getting up to tier 3. Let's upgrade Ruins End as well, so we can get the tier 3 landmarks, so we can get some more Chaos Ogres. But this army... Ooh, actually, I just thought of something. So we haven't used any offerings for the Great Maw so far in the campaign. The one I was just thinking of just barely, for all-consuming stomachs, not only does this give us campaign movement range, but it also would enable tunneling stance, which will allow us to get to Pigbarter immediately. So I'm going to do that, because that's going to save us a couple of turns. I don't know how necessarily... Yeah, I don't necessarily know how close I want to get to the Black Fortress. Okay. And say we don't take any attrition because we're in tunneling stance. But this army is pretty strong. As long as it doesn't face a crazy garrison here, we should be okay. And it doesn't look like there's another army yet. So we should be okay on that front. Let's spend our growth here at Flayed Rock, though. And then this army, we're going to move out and kind of see what's waiting for us over here. Trying to be pretty cautious because I don't know where Jazzeth's army was. He was fighting these two factions, but he might be hiding around here somewhere. I don't see him yet, so I think we're safe to move up. Let's spend the last little bit of our gold to get some good units. I would like to get... Iron Guts would be really nice, actually, for their big armor and armor piercing to get through all the Chaos Dwarf stuff. But that might be too slow and would give the Chaos Dwarves an opportunity to retaliate. So let's just do some Iron Fist for now.
Ogre tyrant.
Our camp up here is at tier 5. We wanted to get some cavalry, but it looks like a lot of our stuff is still upgrading. Upgrading this will allow us to recruit Iron Blasters. This will give us Stone Horns. This does improve recruitment capacity, though. I like that. The last slots we could do would be the Noblar, or the Cauldron, or Noblar's Box. Let's do the Cauldron. Then let's upgrade this for more Fire Bellies, and this one because it affects local recruitment. Then we'll save the rest of the meat for some of the higher tier buildings once we have completed upgrading them. But I should think about recruiting an army to stay with the... Well, not an army, but to build up the garrison for the camp. He's level 12 or 10. Meat from battles. This isn't going to affect anything right now, but what about up here? Greater girth just affects him. This affects recruitment for him. And this is income and meat for the army. I think that's the best one. And our other skill point will go into Masters of Meat.
No one else touch it. Meat ritual. Biggest gut in the...
Yeah, hopefully an army does not march back here to the Black Fortress. Because ideally I do not want to fight this manually because they have the prototype Mega Mortar, which means if I fight it manually, they have these massive army abilities that can just devastate units. So I'll keep my hopes up that doesn't happen. Yeah, we really needed to try and get an assassination here with Bragg. And to get, I think this has to be a critical success. Yes, it does, which means he has to kill the character. Well, they're actually willing to confederate with us, huh? I guess that would give us an idea of what's actually going to be here. And we'd get this other army. Yeah, let's do that, actually. We get another camp with it. Okay, and we don't have any sight of a dark... I keep wanting to say dark dwarf, but chaos dwarf. This guy we're just going to get rid of, though. We got another camp. It's only tier 2, though. Okay, that's good. Well, I guess that's pretty telling, though. If there's not a Chaos Dwarf army up here, that most likely means they're down here. But I can't change that, so... Oh, are there any heroes I could recruit, though? We could get another hunter and a bruiser. Yeah, let's cancel something. Let's just cancel this one right there. Let's get some heroes here for you. So for a bruiser, Big Daddy, Maw Preacher, the control and corruptions are normally not great, but against the Chaos Dwarves that might be fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Training, where you going? And then we will Just finish off larger gap plate and save the rest of skills for level 12. For the hunter, though, Big Daddy, Maw Creature. I guess kind of the same ones, almost the exact same ones actually. Let's do this one. The speed, once he's on the Stonehorn mount, will be nice.
Ogre hunter.
So let's look at those. Let's just check out their big names real fast, too. Win a battle with 5 units of Crushers. Win a battle against an army containing 5 missile units. Win a battle with another hero. Win a heroic victory. Okay. And for you... win a battle with 3 units of Stonehorns or Thunder Tusks. Ooh, but it gives directional armor for Thunder Tusks and Stonehorns. Awesome. That's pretty amazing. Win a battle with another hero. Reach rank 15. Win a battle against an army containing 3 monster units. Okay.
I'm boss, and that's that.
We had a little bit more money. I don't know exactly what we want to do with it, though. So I think a lot of the stuff we just need to spend money on getting some of our settlements to tier 3. But yeah, we'll see what happens here with Greasus. Oh, this is just bruisers still that need to be leveled up. Okay. Okay, there's Drazoth. He showed up. We have a camp over there. I assume he's going to be pretty tough, actually. I don't know if he had his main army wiped out, so he may have had to recruit better units, but for a while he only had orc laborers. So if he has a scary army, we may just have to retreat with this guy and just defend at one of our settlements. Do we want to end up confederating these guys? We might, because he has the Firemouth. Oh, he's at war with the northern provinces. No, so we don't want to do that because we don't want to piss them off. They're a trade partner, so. Greasus is pretty cunning, and he's very diplomatic for certain things, for an ogre at least. Yeah, let's take a look at this army over here. Okay, so it is significantly better than it was. He's got some Chaos Ogres, Hobgoblin Archers, Chaos Dwarf Infantry. We're actually over our max on our camps right now. But I'm kind of fine, because this is a free camp right now. Yeah, and I'll have the settlement garrison here to help as well. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to pull this guy back. What do we have for magic? We don't have Troll Guts or the Maw yet, so that's kind of dangerous. But we'll have some heroes join. Yeah, I'm actually going to pull back to the Great Hall of Greasus. Carrot Crackerton doesn't have a landmark, so I'm not as worried about that, but we're going to try to recruit some Iron Guts, actually. And Lead Belchers. We need some kind of range firepower, because we don't have any at the moment. So let's get rid of... We'll have anti-infantry with Iron Guts. And we can get rid of some of these guys to make room for our heroes also.
The Slayer.
But Greasus, we've got our camp down. Let's try to get our assassination with Bragg the Gutsman. Ah, we just got a success. We didn't get a critical success.
Just me.
That's annoying. Okay, well, we'll keep trying with him. We haven't had to face Imric yet, so I don't need him in the army right away for his bonus versus large. It will be necessary to fight Imric, though. But do we want to attack the Fortress of Vorak? I think we have to, because if we attack Bitter Bay, we'll leave the camp undefended. They don't have an army over here as far as we know.
Smart plan.
So, oh, we can upgrade Peak Barter. How much does the landmark cost? Cost 6,000. We really want to get this early, because this gives more income from raiding, but it also enables poison attacks for all Noblars. Fortress of Vorag, though. I don't know how... Okay, it's actually a pretty good garrison. 2 white lions, a bunch of spearmen, a bunch of archers, some silver helms, and a sun dragon. Plus whatever in here. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lothern Sea Guard and Dragon Princes. We can probably win it just by the weight of our characters, which is kind of what we had to do with Greasus for a lot of his battles. So we might as well.
Always wins.
Actually, guys, this episode has gone on a little bit longer. We will leave this until the start of the next episode, which will come just right after it. Thank you guys so much. I'm Foham. Have a great day, guys.